November 24th. We are the 2 days before Thanksgiving break and the market is rocking today. Let me just put the link up out on Twitter for people to come join live on YouTube. All right. Today, the SPY is paying everyone to be a new trader, as well as Bitcoin, Ethereum. There's some amazing stocks totally rocking today. Was in SPI off of an alert, was not on my list, took little profits there. All right, let's get into the trading for the day. This candlestick looks like it's hidden a little bit. Can you guys see that okay? It looks kind of funny on my screen. Any event, we are up testing new highs right now. We have that nice W heading up here, 362.50. We broke above that. I had my, hey, if we break above 360.60, that bull long trade is on. Sure enough, that happened today. Also had my list, you guys can see it right here. The website will be going through a little bit of construction this evening. So if you are checking out cjntrade.com, please know that it will be going through construction and that might cause a bit of an issue. So if you're trying to access any information there, please know that it will be it'll be under construction. So hi Kim, hi Julia. Julia, we do have seasonality. Third week of November tends to be the beginning of the cycle. So let me see where this is going to pop up and I'll move it either way. All right, let me draw this over here and I will grab that photo so that we can go over it. Good question. I'm going to have to find it really quickly because I have so many photos. I really need to clean up my computer with two little kids studying, lots of stuff going on. Let's see, I think this is Tesla. Where is this opening? Down here. Let's see, Tesla seasonality. Da-ding! Look at where the low is, right? Yeah, hi Kyle. For sure, we can do Square and PLTR and Nvidia. PLTR is on the list already. So here we go. Right now, when we look at it, can I draw on this? No, I don't think I can. Oh, edit. Yeah, draw. There we go. Cool. All right. So right here, where are we? This was just before Thanksgiving, right? Usually, and then we go up, has a little bit of a pullback in January, and then we tend to go all the way up roughly until September. So if we look at the beginning of the year is right now, not a bad time to invest. Maybe, if this is, we just broke, what was it, 500, right? And we add a nice 15% from 500. That would be 15% is going to be $75, right? $75. $575, and then we come back down and we add 60% to $575, so 57 times 6, let's say 360, just add a little bit and then take away 30, so 330, so maybe we're looking at 575 plus 330, right? Maybe, I think we're actually going to exceed that, but 905 for next October 1st, potentially. I think it's going to go there faster, personally, but that's a rough estimate for me for 905. All right, you guys know I already have the target for Tesla all the way up to 684. That is my target for Tesla. So let's look at GP. We already have PLTR on there, Kyle, so we will add that. Yeah, nice, right? I know, I love it too. We also have the dollar and Bitcoin up. They are doing a dance today. We'll look at both of them. So GP, a lot of these stocks that have surged so high in the electric car sector are starting to pull back. A lot of these parabolic moves gapped up, crapped down in the day. So they might come back down here. This might come back down to 25. But remember, it's that rubber band extension and then it pulls back. PLTR as well. Let's look at it on the right. I'll put the daily on the left and we'll put 5 minute on the right. And we'll make this the daily. 1D. If you guys like TradingView, they're having their crazy annual sale of 60% up to 60% off. And if you have a current subscription, you can get it at a discounted rate. I will put the link in the chat. How's the mic today? I moved the location to the mic. It's just over here to my right, or to my left actually. And I'm curious if you guys like the sound better over here, or is that weird for you today? Let me know, please. All right, so copy here, and we'll drop that here in the chat. So check out TradingView if you like it. The Black Friday sales are going on through Friday. And PLTR, over on the daily, it's looking quite extended, right? It could come all the way back down to 1950 and still be in that upward motion. We're starting to have a slowdown of momentum. Awesome, so no buzzing today because it seems like it was really picking up the fan before causing issues. So we have, looks like an M type setup right here. And I would look right here, 23.22. If we break down through 23.22, yeah, Dave, I do have Black Friday sales going on. It's going to be 50% from Wednesday through Monday off. I started back at 75% off. So I'm going to drop it down to 50%. But tonight, the website will be going under construction. It's getting a facelift. Everything is done. We just have to change the host for it. So bear with me on that, Dave. Reveal is the promo code. Actually, you know what I'm just going to do? I'm just going to make it so that it's 50% off for the videos and for the watch list through Monday. I'll make it so you don't even have to use a promo code. But wait until I'd say 2 o'clock today for that, and I'm going to update that, and we'll make sure that that transfers over as well. So it'll be on the updated site as well. All right, PLTR. So 2180 was my breakdown point for potential short for today. So it did offer a nice short trade, and then it's so broke out right here. Hey, 2280. You see it tested it really quickly right at open. Then that second test around just before 11 o'clock surged higher, but it looks like the momentum is slowing a little bit. Remember that when we have these huge parabolic moves, it's really hard for that momentum to stay increased at that super high rate. So that's why the parabolic moves tend to fall down and decline fairly quickly. All right, let's look at Lee as well. So we'll look at all of them. We'll look at Lee, we'll look at NEO and XPEV. So Lee gapped up and we have this tightened. Let's do this over here. Move this. Oops, I'm in the drawing tool and I don't mean to be. That's not what I wanted. Bring it here and here. Let's get rid of this one. Right? This is still pretty parabolic. It came down, look at that, almost to that trend line. You guys see that over here? Almost to that trend line. Speaking of trend lines, you guys know I was really bearish on Apple. I kept saying, watch for that 1250 number, right? Because I had a trend line there. I'm fast forwarding ahead. But look at where we bounced. That was the entry, was off of that trend line today. Isn't that amazing? Love the trend lines. Love how computers program off of it. This, we might have big moves to the upside. So definitely keeping it on watch. It would need to break out above, well, on my 45-minute chart, you guys know I like the 425. So for my bullish confirmation, it would be all the way up here, breaking this downward trend line and also up above 117. I kept saying, watch, if we break below 117, we'll likely go to 112.50. Not bad, right? 9 cents off the bottom. Wasn't a bad guesstimate there. Let's look at XPEV, back to the electric cars. So we have XPEV, hey, up early, was working with a student last night talking about this and saying, yes, this would likely gap up because of potential short squeeze. We did have a move up to 78, then sellers came in and started dropping it down. Now, could this really come all the way back down to $49? Yes, it definitely could. There could be some profit taking happening right here when everybody is talking about it, all your friends that are not traders. I saw on Facebook yesterday, oh yeah, what about XPEV, NEO, Lee, right? When everybody's talking about it, it's time to sell because too many people know about it, and then the traders are like, all right, it's time to get out because everybody's looking to get into it. Bitcoin. We also had Kramer talking about Bitcoin today, right? When we see Bitcoin happening, hey Asif, we just broke, almost went to 19.5 today. However, this might start to pull back as well with the momentum. Everything, again, super extended. I'm not saying I don't like Bitcoin long term. I like Bitcoin long term. This might be, yeah, HF, I'm not going to accept that. Yeah, we'll check trip. All right, so Bitcoin, super extended. We had a breakout, all the volume came in, and now it seems to be slowing down a little bit. We might see that this is a channel for a bigger move up above, and if that could potentially happen, for sure, we would look for a breakout right above 19,330 is what I would be looking for with volume over here. It also looks like a little bit of a head and shoulders type setup with 19,330 as the top there. All right, let's look at fuel cell as well. Fuel cell, all these ones that had the crazy moves up are starting to retrace. That doesn't mean that they're not bullish. It simply means that they're coming back down to reality right now. You see how this likes to bounce off of that 50 simple moving average? Maybe this is going to come to 733, that area before it bounces. Maybe it'll have another 30-cent move to the downside. Apple, again, I mentioned, hey, watch this. Had a little bit of a move to the upside, came back. It's regaining some steam. Looks like they're really trading it right in this range right here between 1385 and 1460. If we can really have volume break above, a close above 15, we have a bit of a W right here, right? W, that midline back up. If we can close above up here, 1530, 1540, the high, if we can close high on the day, likely this will be continuing up to test this upper trend area up here, or even right here, this downward trend line. It is in retracement mode right now. However, we did see that we bounced right off of that trend line. Amazon too. I called it out on Twitter today. Hey, look, was working with someone last night as well saying, look at this. We have all of this consolidation that's happened over the past couple of days. Getting in down here is lower risk for the long-term, long trade. How many times has it bounced off of here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's held above that trend line. So seeing that, this is likely a big consolidation area. We broke above right here. No, ASF out of it. Posted that as well earlier today on Twitter. That here we go, maybe we're going to break. This looks like a little box inside the bigger box right here. Potential move to break above, when we can break above 31.25, right over here. Looking for that to break out as well. Got in earlier just as we were breaking above here, this trend line. I called it out, like I said, on Twitter, and holding on to that longer term. My target, I gave it, was 4,400 for Amazon. So nice 1,300 potential profit there on Amazon. Looking forward to that. Let's see. I touched on Best Buy as well. So Best Buy, market did not really like earnings today, right? A lot of selling wicks over here. Opened, gap down, not looking pretty. However, we did have some buying come into it. I would wait for that third day potentially to get in, see if a bottom is set for buying back into it long term. On the daily over here, I see a range where it's trading between 122 and roughly 110, even more like 111 to 122, 123 up here. So it's got a $12 range, or roughly 10% that it trades. So maybe this will set back up for another trade up there to 122, and it's just sort of range bound with that consolidation for now, if you see it over here. Also a bit of a diamond, I guess, as well. All right, let's look at Pfizer. Pfizer, other companies coming out with vaccines, and they ended up pulling it back again. So it's had a crazy surge up, pull back, bounce, a tight triangle here, or I should say wide angle triangle, actually, not tight, but wide angle triangle. And when we have the break, it will likely have a dramatic move one direction or the other. Myrna as well, pulling back with news of another vaccine coming out. Not unusual, right? Every time that we see that there's another company that says that they have a vaccine coming out, it ends up dropping. You know what, ASIF? I don't know which one will be available up here, and I will likely wait. I mean, I'm not really in the high risk category, thank God. But we will wait to see what we have available up here, because I don't know that we're going to have really options. If the government is, I know the government has purchased some for the Canadians, but I don't know what, also on jets and American Airlines. I don't know which one they're going to have up here. All right, so let's look at Square for Kyle. So Square had a nice gap up, however, it has pulled back. The market is really giving the gift of moving higher, especially right now. We're about to have a nice upward surge again, testing that 362 area. Nice move potentially up here to 364, and maybe all the way up to 365 today. I would look for a big move into the day. Many times we do have that move. I'm surprised that the market did not gap higher, did not drop more with such a big move in Apple. That really shocked me that Apple pulled down big time, but the market did not. Apple pulled back about 4.5%, but the SPY really didn't pull back as much as Apple, in my opinion. All right, let's look at, we were looking at Square. So Square has, I don't have the moving averages over here. I need to put my indicators back on. It's been riding up, not too crazy. It looks extreme because I have it zoomed in right there, but it's not that extreme. Came back, and now we're testing a breakout point from 2 days ago. And that looks like it's holding a support. We have the 50 simple moving average right here. It is in a downward trend right now. I would wait. Let's turn on the 4 EMA over here. Let me add that really quickly. All right, so our lower risk entry is right here, and we also bounced above. So I would potentially look at this longer term, as this had a pullback, potential move to the upside here. Square, PayPal, they're all doing well with online retailer space. Also, one that captures a fair amount of it is iPay. This is a mobile online retailer. You know what? JKS does have earnings coming up, Kim, so that might be part of the reason. iPay has had a nice upward trend. This sort of has a wonky inverted head and shoulders, and really has broken out to the upside. I personally like this one longer term as an investment, as all of those mobile retailers will be moving to the upside, keeping this on watch. And this has nice potential move to it, in my opinion. I do own some of this as well as iDrive for electric car retailers, and DRIV. Those two for the electric car sector, I like them as a whole for having, they have a variety of stocks in it, so it's a little less risky in the longer term because it has a diversification within that sector. It's not just one particular stock. All right, let's look at Nvidia as well. So Nvidia on the daily, let's look at it on the daily over here. So we have a bit of a trend right here. I'm going to move this one over. Actually, I'm going to move this one. Right? We have a nice trend right here. I'll pull it back. It looks as if it's breaking that trend right now, longer term. And we'll capture this up here. It looks like the downward trend is winning at the moment after earnings announcement. I would look for potential pullback to 510 area or even 500. If that 500 were to break, might have a bigger move to the downside. But looking at it to see it's started to roll down the hill at the moment. Trip as well for Kim, right? You threw that out? No, Sweetie, sorry. Sweetie has this one. Trip Advisor did break the midline here today. Full confirmation. The volume isn't that high though. So seeing that the volume's not super high, I'm curious to know what this is because I just threw that on. Settings. What's the input there? 200. That's the 200 exponential moving average. Yeah, I like that one, but I usually have it in blue dots. So looking at this on the daily, will this break the 28? It's hitting resistance over here. We do have a gap to fill potentially to the low of 28.14. So it's already hit that, right? No, excuse me, 28.14. We did not get there today, 27.95. Also like Jets as well. Jets is breaking out. We've broken this midline. If we put it all together, then this has that potential to fill the gap all the way up here, $28, right? So that's $6 of 22, roughly 30%. Not bad, right? Now that that momentum is really moving forward, this could surge higher with the news of the vaccine. I'll check it out, Bill. I'll add it after American. So American Airlines as well, the world's largest airline, has been moving up. If it breaks that 15 mark, potentially we'll get into it myself for longer term holding. I have some in Jets right now to be a bit more diversified within the sector. And also Delta Airlines. You can tell with Jets going up, all of them are going up. Delta, even though Buffett sold all of his Delta, I wonder if he bought it back because right now it looks like it is doing well. Hill, let's check out Hill for Bob. So Hill has broken above 193. I would watch, it's not that much space left to go to 2. 2 would be that next resistance zone for me. And then up here at 212 and then 220 and 227 would be what I would be looking at for Hill. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today. I am recording my third podcast with Jeremy Newsom of Real Life Trading today. Oh, yeah, of course, Bob. I read all the chat. If you guys like the live stream, please go ahead, hit the like button, share with your friends. I do tweet it out live when I go live every day. And there will be, as soon as we get done, I'm going to post the Black Friday savings down in the comment area. So if you like any of those tools, check them out because I'm a mom. I love deals. I want you guys to share in those deals as well. See you all tomorrow at 12:15. Carpe Profit, seize those profits, one trade at a time.